When you think of training, PowerPoint presentations and classroom settings come to mind, right? Members of the Colorado Police Canine Association march to the beat of a different drum.
The purpose of the training was to put the dogs just into situations that they're not used to being in. A little bit more of bringing them into situations that they have not had before. Dogs learn that once they do something, then they have the confidence in themselves that they can do it again. And working canine, you never know what's going to happen. You can end up in the lake, you can end up in a river, or you can end up on top of a building. You don't know. It's just a matter of putting the dog into different situations, giving the dogs the confidence that they can do their job. So when we do something on the street, then we have to have the confidence in our dogs that he's going to perform the way that we trained to do it.
In late April, a handful of members of the Colorado Police Canine Association, including Officer Brian Loss of the Arvada Police Department as an instructor, and Officer Ron Avila, and of course his partner Matzo, took part in the 3-day event.
Some of the areas that we ended up working on that for the 3 days were rappelling, where we took the dogs and we rappelled off of a 30-foot building. We also did ladder work where we put the dogs into a backpack style of a sling onto our backs. We climbed a ladder using that. That was the first time I ever put him in a backpack like that, and he did it like a champ. He let me put everything on him. I put the harness on him, strapped him up to my back, and then going up the ladder, he just held on. He didn't move, he didn't make a whimper, he didn't do anything. So he just kind of held on because he trusts me. He's learned to be able to trust me over the past couple of years. So it was a lot of trust.
Canine teams from throughout the Denver metro area train together along with SWAT teams from around the state.
It helps me because it puts me out in kind of out of my comfort level, out of my comfort zone where they're going to put me into a situation and expect that I'm going to figure it out. So by doing that, it's going to put me the same way out on the street when we have something arise that I've never trained for, and I get into that situation, that I'm going to have the confidence in my dog that my dog's going to do what he's supposed to do and react the way that I may expect him to react. Matzo's a narcotics detection dog, so he's used to locate drugs, say within a vehicle that has a hidden compartment or within buildings. He also does patrol work where he protects me on the street, and he also protects the other officers on the street. And then he's also trained in tracking. So if we have an incident where, say, somebody runs from a stolen car from an officer, then we can get a perimeter going with the other officers on scene, and then I can bring Matzo out, and then he can locate the subject.
Whether it's rappelling or searching in very tight spaces, Arvada's canine teams are working hard to be sure they're prepared for every situation they may face.